got mine down. We'll see when these phones and all pop up. There's always a little bit of lag and delay. We never know when we're live, although it's kind of starting to look like we might be. We'll give it just another second or two. Man, this is really dragging today. It's not coming up on my computer yet or your phone. Bam! All right, so I think we're live right now. We'll go ahead and at least say that we are. So welcome everybody. It is now September the 4th. This year's flying by. It's going to be Christmas before you know it, Thanksgiving, all that good stuff. So welcome everybody. It is September 4th, 7 p.m. Eastern. If you're watching this back later, hey, thanks so much for watching. We do allow our lives to replay, but we may not be able to respond to you quickly. Obviously, we could be in bed, or it could, you just don't ever know what time that you're watching this back. And if you're new, hey, welcome. Typically on a live stream like this, it's just question and answer. We talk about what went on last week, what's coming up this week. We answer any questions that y'all have, and we usually do a little cooking at the end of our live streams too. It's just something we started a while back. But don't be bashful. Let us know if it's your first or second time, and feel free to ask questions. We do have a lot of people that jump on these now, so we can't catch every question. But ask it, and if it doesn't get answered, ask it again a little bit later. Tiffany tries to do a pretty good job of looking at repeat questions, but I apologize, we can't catch them all. That's just the way it is. So hopefully everybody is doing well. Looks like we already have quite a few people on. And Cash wants to know how hot it is over here. Actually, not very hot, kind of muggy. It's been overcast, kind of rainy looking all day long.
It was hot earlier today.
Yeah, well,
it's cooled off.
That's right. When we was outside doing a little bit of work, it was kind of hot. Yeah. But shoot, right now, I don't know, what does it say it is outside? 80 something. I can't quite see what the thermostat says that it is for outside right now, but not too terribly hot at all. So Kevin, right off the rip, wants to know, are we cooking in the outdoor kitchen?
We are.
We are nervously cooking in the outdoor kitchen because
First time.
Well, that ain't it. We still have our bug problem going on too. Yeah. The love bugs are here doing their migration through, swarming. They haven't been horrible today, but I have a feeling we're going to wind up with a few in our food for a little extra protein.
Yep,
but
some love bug.
Some love bug protein. So they are toned down enough. We're going to attempt it, but I was really starting to wonder, especially the last few days have been so bad, I was starting to think we were going to have to dog off cooking for a second week in a row, but we're going to try to do it. And speaking of cooking outside, I want to go ahead and let y'all know, it gets hot in front of the Blackstone, plus if y'all watch the latest video, when I run the Blackstone, all the heat that it puts on the counter metal trim, we need to run the fan out there. So I don't know how good that's going to do for talking and audio. We're going to try to we're really going to try to get a better camera, better microphone, and set up here before long. I am working on some internet stuff right now, some more cellular stuff, and if I can get my upload speed quite a bit higher, I should be able to stream over a laptop and then have an extra camera set up, and then that'll allow us to actually use microphones or a better mic. So we're about to get better with all this. Bear with us. We need the internet to really catch up, and I think that's about to happen. But we are going to run some fans this afternoon when we cook, and it's probably going to be a little annoying. So you've been forewarned. We're going to do the best we can. All right. So let's see what else we got here. So Mr. Gray says you crossed the 60,000 mark. We did. Thank y'all so very much for helping get us to another milestone. So 60,000 subscribers.
That's exciting.
That's awesome.
Hey, it was only a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, last month was a heck of a month for us. It started slowing down a heck of a lot this month. That's the way it does. A couple of videos get promoted, you fly up, and then it goes back down and settles at a new level. It's just kind of the way it works out. But thank y'all so much for sharing and watching and helping get us promoted via YouTube and have this awesome rush of people that's come join the channel. Let's see what else we got here. So Todd says, surprised we're not out by the kitchen on this live. That's because it's still a little warm and there's still a swarm of bugs. So what you don't want to see me going on, the whole live stream right now is doing this and little bugs lighting on me and everything else. It would be super aggravating. But maybe starting next week, a week after, we should be able to make it out to the live stream and start doing some live streams out there.
Yes, that would be nice.
And we cannot wait for fall. So the cooler it gets, the more tempted we are. They're going to be to sit out there for an hour and a half with y'all, if you know what I mean. So Cash says it's 107 in California where he's at. That is insane. And Rusty wants to know, are we cooking on the Blackstone tonight? We absolutely are, and I'll let Tiffany tell you what she's cooking.
Yes, I've been excited about this one. I've seen it online. I was like, I got to make it. So we are going to do birria. Did I say it right?
I have no idea.
A birria pizza.
I just call it Berea because my old southern tongue. Berea. So she's doing a Berea pizza.
Yes.
And I love when she does Berea tacos and whatever you want to call them. They're so good.
Lots of cheese.
Yeah, and our buddy Chris, I don't think he's on here tonight. He jumped on earlier and said that he's got to do a wedding today. And we're
a
going
couple
to...
people were asking about him.
And we were going to show off his gift today, too. We're still going to do it. So hopefully when he gets back from his wedding, he watches it. But yeah, we'll see how all that works out. So another quick question to catch is, have I got the puppy yet? I have not. I believe next weekend, if I add it up correctly, is the 8-week mark, and that is the absolute earliest I can get the dog. Plus, he has to have one more round of shots from the breeder before I can pick him up. So I'm assuming I'm going to get a phone call into this week or first of next week to pick the puppy up. Then I've got to rush and start getting a bunch of stuff set up and figure out my whole new routine. Waking up in the morning, how I'm going to go to bed. I'm about to have a lot more responsibility on hand, but I'll be sure to record and include the process there.
Plus, we got to show y'all Bullet's response.
Yeah, I don't think Bullet's going to be too terribly happy.
Look at him over there.
He's peeked out right there. He's got his nose sticking out. Tiffany's got it
Trying to show
cold.
up for the live stream.
Yeah, but Tiffany's got it freezing in the house today, so my goodness. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh my goodness gracious. So y'all started left and right with donations there. So Mikey G, as I always call you, he says Grapple Fund. Man, thank you so much for that. It's an extremely generous donation right there. And if some of y'all are new, we don't ever ask for donations. We don't expect none of this stuff. We just have some of the most generous people we've ever met, and they just randomly want us to get stuff from time to time or see things that we need.
See Andrew do more projects.
Yeah, more projects, and then they'll just start making donations toward it. And once we kind of run up some money toward it, heck, we'll do it. We'll make it happen. We just got that thermal.
That is one big one that we definitely
Yes,
could use.
that grapple is going. It's going to be happening. It absolutely is. So I'm going to write that down. I always keep track of y'all's donations here. Thank you so much, Mike. That's extremely generous. Y'all have actually donated quite a bit toward that fund. Now, that's a huge purchase. I got to do hydraulics and the grapple. So it's a several $1,000s purchase, but y'all have been absolutely amazing for that. And I cannot wait to get a grapple on my tractor because I have so many trees that I've got to cut down that are kind of in some problem areas. So much firewood I got to go out there and get. I want a grapple so bad I can't stand it. So thank you very much. And then right behind Mikey G is, let's see here, Free Jolly, I guess I want to call it. It says, love your channel. How wide are your porches and patios? They look like the perfect size to me. Thank you very much for your donation there. So the side porch is 10 foot deep. That's what most people typically want to know, and it's 70 foot long. The back porch is 20 foot deep, and I recommend doing a minimum of 20 foot deep because blowing rain still comes in on a 20 foot deep porch, especially with an outdoor kitchen. And I tell people it's 40 wide, but that's technically taking up side of the porch. So I guess it's 20 by 30 if you're going to count the side porch as 10 by 70. So yeah, that's all supposed to add up to about 1,300 square feet of porches. We love it. Now the side porch is technically for walking up and down, getting out of the rain, but we did the side porch to put a break in the roof so it wasn't just a bland looking house. At least there's some roof contour. Plus it's nice to decorate a side porch and just have the room. It makes the house look better. And something I didn't even really think about, it throws a lot of shade on the side of the house, so that does help keep all that heat off the sidewall. So that definitely helps. But thank you so much. And then of course right behind him is Relaxing Times with Mav. You change your name every week, I'm noticing here lately. It was MAVSR last week, I do believe. He says, I know it ain't much. It doesn't matter, dude. We appreciate you so much. He said, but I appreciate you guys more than you know. Thank you for everything that you guys do. We truly do appreciate all of y'all, and thank you for your donation. I couldn't do what I do, and we couldn't do what we do without y'all watching and supporting us. So it means the world to us. We hope and pray to get Tiffany home one day doing this full time with me, but man, I don't take it for granted at all that I've been able to walk away from the last job that I worked that had me away from the house way too much and be able to work from home and do something I'm extremely passionate about. So thank you all for supporting us and watching. Let's see what else we got here. So Joshua says the Sportsman's Warehouse, which I'm very familiar with, had a great Labor Day sale on Freedom packages today. I don't know if I need to get over there and eyeball that or not. I don't need to spend no more money. We've got way too much other stuff to buy right there. Oh yeah. All right. Let's see here. I feel like I'm about to sneeze, so y'all bear with me. So Bobby says their air conditioner went out last night. The serviceman just got it fixed. It's hot today.
Oh,
Yes,
sorry
this is a
about
horrible time of year for air conditions to go out. And Tiffany just mentioned the cooking. We'll mention it again here in just a minute. That way we're not repeating it too terribly much. I do see a few people's jumped on and asked about that. How have your electric bills been since you moved in? Asked Uncle Tim. They've been awesome. I think. Keep in mind we run a lot of stuff in here. I'm still running power tools on the porch. We're still under construction. I work from home, so I'm in and out all day long, opening and closing the door, which is not good for an air conditioned system. And I went with a basic package unit because it was a significant savings. It was like $5,000 more to upgrade my HVAC to like a nice variable speed compressor unit, and I didn't think it was ever going to pay me back. So our electric bill could be a heck of a lot cheaper if I made a few more changes, but I just personally didn't see the payback, if you know what I mean. But our electricity usage has been like under $100 a month. When you add in all the service fees and all the other junk that gets added on your bill, even the last few months during the heat of the summer in Florida, we've been $120, $130, which is really hard to beat. And that's with us sleeping at night with the bedroom in the 60s. I mean, we're really cranking the AC
we're
out.
super comfortable. I mean,
Yeah.
we're not turning it up like we used to. And,
Yeah. And electric dryer, we've got tons of fans that we run. So I mean, we're not really trying to cut back and be easy. I'm excited about fall time. I have a feeling our bills, we're gonna have a ton of bills under $100 because we let the house get really cold in fall here. There's not really much reason to run heat here. Your AC hardly
we
ever
barely
runs.
run the heat anyways.
Yeah. So we'll run our dehumidifier, which does use a decent amount of electricity, but it's kind of needed in a house that's sealed this well. I can't complain. I think we're going to line up with a half a year's worth of bills, around $100 less, and then the other half a little over $100. So that's awesome. We're definitely happy with that. Okay, I have missed a ton of comments. Let me scroll them down and catch a few more. So Eric says, Zoe says, hi, Andrew and Tiffany, and wants to know how the chickens are. The chickens are doing really, really well.
They're super happy.
Yeah, they're starting to aggravate me a little though. They're getting in a really bad habit of knocking their water over every single day, and then they don't have any water and they're thirsty. So I'm going to have to convert to bigger feeders because I'll fill that one up and they eat it twice in a day. So I need to go to adult size feeders, and it's time to go ahead and start hanging our waterers, or either it's hard to build one in that little coop, a PVC one, but I got to do something because they're getting too rambunctious and knocking their stuff over. And then every time you give them the water, you can tell they're thirsty because they've been without it for a little bit, and I can't go out there every hour and check on them. So we'll get all that figured out.
You better help them poor babies.
Yeah, I know. Well, they need to quit knocking their water over. But they're doing really, really good. They really are. We've had zero issues. Okay, so Randy says the outdoor kitchen turned out absolutely gorgeous. Love your channel. Thank you so much, Randy. Still more to come. You are going to get another little sneak peek tonight of the floor mat in, as y'all have already seen, and a few other little oddball things. But some of the stuff I'm going to save and show off in the next episode. I'm working on this next week. It's going to be all the little fun, detailed stuff that's really going to finish it out. Then we'll move into custom built bar stools. We have finally settled on a design there. It was nothing like I was originally thinking. It's nothing like these bar stools that I built in here. Completely different design that we have picked out and decided to run with. I've already ordered all the metal. I've got to go up to a big city and pick that up this week. And then, I don't know, maybe by next week I can have all that done because this is a short holiday week and I've got errands to run. I got to mow. I got quite a few things to do. It's probably going to be very short on content again this week, and while I continue to work on the outdoor kitchen. But it is what it is. Content's going to be short while I work on big projects. That's just how it's going to be. All right, let's see here. So thank you, Crystal, for reminding everybody, if you enjoy the content, hit that thumbs up. We truly do appreciate it. And Jimmy says it's time for Tiffany's cooking channel now. The outdoor kitchen's done. Now, y'all stay on her. Y'all stay on her.
When I get more time, I will for sure do it.
Y'all stay on it. All right. Okay, so let's see here. Love the rocking chairs. Heck yeah, man. That is awesome deal. $63 for those rocking chairs. I see quite a few of y'all ordered them.
I came across that. I was like, whoa, look at this. And he immediately ordered them.
Yeah.
I
kind of wish I'd ordered 6. I got 4 of them, but man, that's just crazy, stupid cheap.
It probably won't ever be that cheap again.
Probably not, but they're not high end at all. They don't look amazing. They got little blemishes and stuff.
They're just perfect.
Yeah, but how the heck can you complain for $63? So. Yeah, they're working out awesome. And a lot of people keep getting on me saying we're too young for rocking chairs. Bull crap.
I don't know about y'all, but they're pretty comfortable.
We sit out there every single afternoon, and we have for months, even though it's been so stinking hot. And that's kind of our unwind time for the day. We turn on some music. Now we're gonna have the kitchen to cook out there, fans going. We've been rocking in the rocking chairs the last several days. Like that porch is our unwind time without a doubt after a long, busy day. So heck no, we need to. We're not too young for rocking chairs. We love them. We absolutely love them. All right, so let's see here.
See where Cash says his electric bill is $750.
I did not see that.
Oh
$750 is your electric bill.
It's like some mortgages around here.
I told Cash if he would pack up and move to Florida, he would live like a millionaire over here, getting away from all them California high prices. Holy moly.
Jeez.
You're just going to have to deal with a lot more humidity and bugs. Yep. So a lot of more people jumping on. Yes, Tiffany is cooking tonight on the Blackstone. We'll talk about that again in just a second since we just went over the menu. We'll let a few more people jump on and we'll repeat it. And so Mr. Gray, okay. A couple other people talking about weather in their area. About to say we didn't have a bad storm today for once finally. Golly, several people talking about $750, $400 electric bills. Which hey, our friends just told us a couple weekends ago that their last electric bill was $500 or $600.
That's pretty crazy.
Now they have an older home, they have a big barn where they do a lot of entertaining, but oh my goodness, that's a ton of money a month. Oh my goodness. Let's see what else we got here. Oh man, there's a ton of comments. Let me cherry pick a few here. All right, so AM says great vids. Timing of your outdoor kitchen's perfect. Building a similar setup with their Weber natural gas. Was looking at the Vivor drawers and doors. So yeah, check them out. I'm going to do a final review of their equipment this week. There's only been a couple minor things that I'm going to mention in the review, like some doors that aren't perfectly lined up. And I had a handle that was missing in one package, although all the other packages came with extra handles, came with extra screws, but this one particular pullout requires a specific size handle. They've already got it in the mail to me. So what I'm saying is, yeah, they're not 100% perfect, but holy moly, for the price that you're paying, I can't even remotely complain.
And they're nicely built.
They are, and 304 stainless steel. Like I really do appreciate them sponsoring this project. They've been awesome to deal with. But literally, you can get everything you see out there for a little over $1,000, which is crazy cheap. Because I have a friend that has, it was either, I've mentioned this before, but he had 2 or 3, kitchen made stainless door sets like that, and he paid over $1,000 for 2 or 3 of them. And I got everything out there. If you order right now on the website, it's like a little over $1,000. I'm not building cabinet doors and all whenever I can get nice stainless for that kind of money. That's just,
especially for outdoors.
Yeah, that's just crazy cheap to me. So yeah, I'll check them out. I think they're excellent for the money. I really do. Do we have a pool? No, we do not, but we are planning on getting one next spring. We're going to build a really big deck out there. Hopefully lumber stays down like it's kind of is right now. And we are going to put us a pool in. We ordered one a little while back and it wound up getting canceled, wasn't available, and we were told that the models, plural, that we were looking at, all of them weren't going to be available till late this year or first of next year. So it was kind of a sign of, all right, we're just going to step back, focus on all this other stuff, and we'll get the pool early
and it
spring.
was actually a really, blessing in disguise for it to, be postponed, because we wouldn't have had the time to even deal with that right now anyways, with the outdoor kitchen and everything else going on. So, and it'll be nice once it's in the spring and it's cooler to get into a project like that.
Yeah, I do not want to install a pool right now. And, well, I keep saying it's August, it's September now, but it feels just as hot as August here in Florida. So in the springtime when it's still nice and cool, and pools should be readily available because nobody's really thinking about it. And when I say spring, I mean late winter. I'm going to order a pool while it's cold, and hopefully nobody's really looking at that. I think that's going to be the perfect time for us to install that. Plus, I got that big deck I need to build, and there's no point in doing that in the pure heat of the summer. Not at all. That doesn't sound interesting at all. Let's see here. Man, y'all all still talking about electric bills. Let's see what else we got. So, Robert, thank you very much for a donation there. It says, armadillo seeds. I know exactly what you mean there. We do need to get out and take care of a few more of those because I'm noticing a lot of new digging under my barn.
I've seen that today too.
Over the last couple of days. So they're back digging
Yep,
all
they're
up under
what we
my
use.
tractor equipment. They're digging all up around the chicken coop. I'm so sick of these armadillos. I just can't seem to put a dent in them. I really can't. So we got to work on that. Oh wow, Uncle Tim says they're a restaurant electric bill. I didn't know you had a restaurant. It's $3,500 a month.
Wow.
Ooh, got to sell a lot of cheeseburgers to pay for $3,500 electric bill. Oh my
Dang.
goodness. I know everybody's confused now. We've known,
restaurant.
we've known Uncle Tim for forever. You got a restaurant?
Where's this restaurant?
Yeah, let's see here. All right, I'm trying to catch a couple more comments from up top. Crystal says we need to have a zapper in each hand while we're sitting in the rocking chairs. We would throw our shoulder out right now, swatting.
I know, Andrew's like, we need to get it out for the love bugs. I'm like, my gosh, we wouldn't be able to get them off.
No, they would just be stuck all in their frying, stinking, and we would throw our shoulder out because there's that many to swat at right now. But I do have something up my sleeve for a little more pest control. We'll get that covered on an upcoming video. So John asked, are we going to tell how much everything costs this live? I am not, John, because I have not added it up. I don't know. I've got a pile of receipts I've got to go through, but no, I'm not. I wasn't going to tell that on the live stream anyways. This upcoming video that I'm recording this week, which is kind of the final one before I get into building bar stools and all, I will include the price on that, but I'm literally going to have to sit down for a few hours, grab all the receipts I got in the truck, in the drawer, add it all up, and then there's some things that I didn't use I wanted to deduct out and make sure I get y'all the proper amount. But that will be included on this upcoming video. I don't even really know how to guess where I'm at, to be perfectly honest with you, because there's been a ton of trips back and forth to Lowe's and everywhere else, random hardware stores, so I really need to pull the receipts out. Plus, I purchased a lot of stuff that was for other projects that I've got to go through line by line and pull out. So bear with me on that. I will get that. Let's see right here. So did we end up with 6 rocking chairs? Yes, we did. Oh no, 4.
I'm like, where's the other 2?
Yeah, 4. We should have ordered 6, but no, we ended up with 4. And Todd wants to know, when you build the deck, do you have an auger to dig the post holes? Yes, I do. I have 2 different, I've got one tractor auger, but 2 different size augers for digging up to 6 by 6 posts and still leaving plenty of room to go around. I'm not sure how I'm going to do the posts just yet. I probably am going to set them straight in the ground and concrete them because I personally have had great luck with that. I know people that have been doing construction way longer than I have that have been okay with that, as long as you buy good quality lumber. I don't know that I'm actually going to go into the actual piers and all that stuff, but we'll see. We'll see what happens when we get to that point. So, any new update on the puppy name? Yeah, I think I have officially settled with Ruger.
Yay!
I think so. I know it's a popular name. That's bothered me a little, but I don't personally know anybody right now with a Ruger. I don't think. No, so I think I'm going to go with it. Ruger it is.
Yes, good.
All right. So
I like it.
It's settled. We don't have to guess puppy names anymore.
Good deal.
All right. So Dan says, hello from Canada. Want to know how Little Bullet's doing, and let's see what else we got. How many days? What no ability for? And he says, Ace. I ain't naming him Ace. We're going to Ruger, but I do like Ace. And Little Bullet's doing good. He's over there passed out in that chair. Actually, you see his little ears sticking up. Tiffany decided to get the house freezing cold today, so he's over there under a bunch of covers, other than that little nose sticking out right there. But he's doing really good. Let's see what else we got here. So, will ultraviolet bug zapper kill the love bugs? I don't believe it will, because at nighttime I never see them fly. Now, what we have been having like crazy with nighttime here lately is flying beetles. There's always something a certain time of year, and the mosquitoes are starting to really show up because we've been getting a ton of rain here lately. So ultraviolet lights do work on those well, and I do plan on installing some, so we'll cover that here in an upcoming episode. So John says, thanks for the reply. You are welcome, John. We will get you that information. Jordan says, love the outdoor kitchen videos. Thank you for watching. So Mr. Gray says, question for Tiffany. My wife is disabled, 95% bedridden. From your experience in physical therapy, is there a mattress that your clients in the same boat experience most comfort for them?
Actually, you know, a lot of people do kind of neglect the whole mattress situation, and I'm always telling everybody, you know, to get the most firm, you know, mattress you can for the support. But there is specialty mattresses that your doctor can order, especially if you have like a hospital type bed or an adjustable bed that have like air pockets and they kind of relieve pressure, and some of them kind of do like, you know, pressure to kind of roll you from side to side. So there's all kind of specialty mattresses like that if you really want to get technical and get your doctor to kind of order one. I typically just recommend what I use, which is just a firm memory foam, because it's the most comfortable mattress that we've ever had, and it's firm, so
Yeah,
it's better for transferring out of and
Yeah, I
getting
can
out
see firm definitely helping, because you try to think of a soft chair you try to get up and out of, you about have to crawl yourself out of them.
But like the brand of mattress, I'm not really sure, you know, but just pick the most firm anyways for that purpose.
Firm. So Karen says she lives in Texas and armadillos are crazy there. I know y'all without a doubt are the armadillo capital of the world, but somebody must have drove over from Texas and dumped off a semi-load in my yard, and I'd like to send them back to y'all. And see here, Sean says, puppy, what did I miss? Yeah, where you been? We've been talking about it for a couple weeks. I finally broke down and decided to get me a dog. I haven't had one since like literally, last dog I had was my early 20s. So that was about 3 to 4 years ago. You didn't catch that.
What'd you say?
I said the last puppy I had was in my early 20s, which is about 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But no, I haven't had one in a long time, so I'm a bit nervous. I got a lot of new responsibility coming, but I did put a deposit down on a chocolate lab. I've always wanted a lab. We're always in a boat. We're always on the water. So I wanted a dog that would most likely like water. Hopefully this one does. Most labs do. Why not? And I should be able to pick that puppy up next weekend or the week after. We have to do an 8-week wait period here to wean them, and they have to get a certain number of shots and all. So we're getting very close. So we will have a new, I guess, family member to show off here before long.
Maybe.
Yep. So Mr. Robert, thank you very much for an extremely generous donation there. Since Flagpole Fund can't give much this week. No, sir, that is very generous. Don't say that. And make up for it next week. We do not expect it at all. Don't worry about it. And I will absolutely take that flagpole donation, because when I asked about metal when I called this week to get our bar stool metal, and holy moly, round pipe is through the roof, y'all. I'm talking 4-inch stuff, and I think I need to run 6-inch, but 4-inch stuff is $311 per stick, which is a little over 20 foot, and I got to have 3 sections. So, wow. We're going to be looking for some scrap. I did have a neighbor that told me to come to his house and eyeball some stuff.
Yeah, that sounds like a better plan.
So I'm thinking we're going for scrap prices, because I don't want $1,000 just in metal to put up a flag, if you know what I mean. So we're gonna definitely be hunting some scrap. So thank you so very much. Regardless of whatever we get, we're going to be tossing some money at somebody, and we're really looking forward to having that big old flag up in the yard. So Julie says, woohoo, Ruger's a great name. I think so too. I like it. It's short. It's kind of stern if I need to get the dog's attention. Like I said, my only holdback was it's such a common name, but my goodness, all the good names I guess are common, because everybody's going to pick a good name. So John says, don't know if this has been asked, but do you shoot with your left eye? I absolutely do, and no, that has never been asked. So I'm left eye dominant, but I'm right-handed. I can do some stuff left-handed, but yeah, left eye dominant, so I kind of have to do that crazy lean over, as people see. It's just what works out for me. So Elizabeth likes the name too. Let's see what else we got here. So Carrie says she sees a little puppy over there. All I can see is little ears. So Shauna says, love you guys. Outdoor Kitchen's awesome. Thank you very much, Shauna. Appreciate you always watching and supporting us.
We are super excited about it.
Yep. And Rebecca says she has that Sleep Number mattress that really does good for her with her mobility issues. So that may be something to check out, Mr. Gray.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Catching a few more comments. And relaxing time with Mav again. Thank you very much. Says puppy fun. Boy, does that ever need to be a fun. Holy moly. And she keeps finding all kinds of stuff for me to spend a lot of money on. Now she wants me to get a kennel and all this other stuff. And
Yeah.
before I know it, holy moly,
Hey, that comes with
a
it.
puppy is
Comes with
expensive. Not only was the puppy itself expensive, all the other stuff, because I done ordered in crates and beds, and now I want a GPS tracking collar for it, and the list goes on.
GPS?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. If it runs
Okay.
off, I want to be able to ping it on my phone and know right where it's at.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the little one that we were talking about. Are you talking about something different now?
Well, it's just a little GPS dog collar.
Oh, okay. I thought you
Yeah.
were talking about like some kind of like hunting collar or something that.
No, I ain't
Okay.
talking with them $4, but sadly you got to pay a monthly fee for these. But
Okay.
it ain't bad. It's like $5 or $6 a month. But still, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, that's
if your little puppy runs off, I'd like to be able to get right on my phone and know where it's at. So technology has come a heck of a long way. But anyways, he says my wife Erica said this is from her. She loves the videos. And what's the ETA on the Loft? That's been another popular question here yesterday. So tell Erica thank you.
Yes, thank you.
And the Loft is going to happen. My plan's always been the end of this month, kind of first of next month, where we have a deadline that I would like to have it done, or somebody wants me to have it done before Thanksgiving.
And family comes into town.
We are hosting Thanksgiving here
Yeah.
this year, excuse me, for her family. So if somebody needs to crash, it'd be nice to kind of have a finished Loft. That's going to be a big project. Got all the flooring to do up there, the trim. I have to custom build a barn door that I'm going to do up there. We have to build the stairs. I'm custom building all that. All the railings, that's all going to be metalwork and stuff that I've got to do. It's going to be a huge, huge job. The other big issue is, look at where it already is. We're already the first week of September, and my shop is so packed, so disgusting and crammed from building the house the last year and a half and all these other projects. I have like barely any walking room in there. There's no way I can tackle a big project. So I have to quickly get some organization done in that shop ASAP. So that probably is going to be part of my next little series there. I don't know that I can get everything done that I want to do out there. And then we got to dive into the Loft once I kind of get a big work area cleared out, because I got a ton of metal work and stuff to do. But custom building stairs, that's going to be a fun project. I really think that it is. And I'm ready to get the Loft done because it's supposed to be my office. I'm tired of my office being that couch right there. I do a ton of editing on that couch, and that gets aggravating after a while. So I'm really looking forward to having that. Let's see what else we got here. I know there's a ton more comments. So Zoe says that I need to make more armadillo traps and videos. Yes, I do. And I do have lumber to do that. Zoe, I'm just going to have to put it somewhere on my list.
That's what he tells me.
My very big list.
Put it on my list.
Yeah, every time she asks for something, I'm like, put it on my list. I literally have a list right now that's got over 30 projects on it. It's literally probably going to take me the next 2+ years to knock out a lot of these projects, because some are huge projects, but they're going to be fun projects. Not to mention, well, we got to save up our little money too. We blew our life savings on the house, so we got to get it back. We can't just dive into everything we want, but time, my goodness, the time. So am I going to build a dog house? Let's see here. I'm back and forth. I don't know, because I got to pricing some old plastic cheap ones out if we're going to do a kennel, and you will pay an arm and a leg for junk. It just looks like pure junk. So yeah, I kind of do want to build a quick little dog house too. There's a full plus day, probably 2-day project setting up the kennel and building a dog house right there. Put it on my list.
Because you know it'll be overbuilt, and it'll probably have an air condition and a heater,
Solar power,
and you know, who knows?
automatic water and food bowl dispenser. No, we ain't doing all that stuff. We ain't doing all that. So my plan was to kennel the dog in a cage, or crate train it, put it on the porch, but now we're starting to be worried about accidents, and we kind of do need a kennel for, there's times we can go leave for quite a while and run errands. There's no point in cooping the little dog up in a cage. It'd be nice to have a little area to run around, use the bathroom if it needs to, which we're not going very often. I'm here a lot. But still, it's nice to have a kennel out there just for that. So I guess that'll be coming up on the channel here before long too. I got a lot of stuff to figure out. Let's see what else we got here. What else we got going on? So Cash says we shoot the same. Right hand, left eye. It looks crazy, but I do it. That's what it was going to say. So what is the size of your flag? It's a 10-foot by 15-foot, just a little small flag,
Small flag.
that was sent in here, and proposed height of your pole. Everybody's telling me that I need to have a minimum of a 60-foot high pole to support a 10 by 15 flag, and I think it maybe need to be a few foot higher than that. So it's going to be a monster. It is absolutely going to be. And it's going to have to be one strong pole, you're right. We can easily take it down before tropical storms and hurricanes hit. The problem is, being in Florida, we get caught with afternoon thunderstorms almost every single day this time of year, and some of them can have some wild, crazy winds. I mean, can you imagine a 10 by 15 foot flag catching all that wind? That's going to have to be an extremely stout pole, welded together strong, braced correctly, and anchored in the ground like crazy, or I'm afraid it's going to wind up blowing itself over. So I'm going to have to really kind of think through all that and what I want to do there. Plus, we still got to pick our location out as well. So Leaf Lover Liz said, just moved on our land 3 days ago with their RV. Any advice? Yes, tons of it, probably more than we can even talk about on here. I actually have a video that we made on the channel. What's it called? Full-time living in a RV.
Yeah, you'll see the camper on the thumbnail and us standing beside it.
Yeah,
like
go
this.
watch that one because it's probably 18 minutes of me talking about the legalities, things that we're so happy that we done, because we lived in a camper for years while we built our house and developed this property. Things we wish we had done, wish we hadn't done. I can tell you the camper space is not enough. So first thing you need to be saving for, looking into, is some sort of outdoor space. If you can get a little shed and put your washer and dryer in, a real one, but the outdoor space is what made camper living tolerable for us.
Absolutely.
Not staying cooped up in that camper all day long. Being able to go outside to a shop and have a real sink and wash dishes and actually cook in the afternoon and sit in chairs outside, that made it really, really tolerable. So if y'all can financially do that, if you're already planning on putting a pole barn and shop and all on your property, those things, try to do them first if you can, because that will allow you to live in the camper a lot longer. A camper in a small space like that can be really confining and almost turn into a prison if you don't give yourself a place to escape to. Now, with that said, the camper was perfectly fine for us because we just used it as a place to crash for the night, watch a little TV, and get a shower. That's all it was for. Otherwise, we were outside, get some fresh air, so to speak. So at least start with that. Try to get you some outside space. What else we got here? You have to get GPS on our dog. We use it all the time on our beagle, says Christy. Hopefully I don't have to use it all the time. I'm hoping I can get that little joker trained and not run off and leave me. So we're going to have to start with probably leash training for quite a while, I'd imagine, until we really get past the puppy stage. But I want that GPS on there just in case he decides to go for a little walkabout and run around the neighborhood. You just don't never know. So am I still using the armadillo trap? I am, but it has not been successful. It's got a little issue going on with it. I need to do another quick redesign. I pulled the camera the other day and there's still tons of armadillos down there, but I haven't been triggering the trap because it's hanging up in one area. So we definitely need to do a quick little redesign there. Crystal says we need to get some dog merch. We are still working on a lot of merch. We talked about it a little while back. I'll be honest with you, it's been an extremely disappointing experience.
Yeah.
We've ordered a ton of stuff in from a lot of different vendors, and we have not been satisfied with hardly any of it.
Yeah,
it's been a
very
huge waste of time and money.
Yeah.
When you pay for something, you have certain expectations, and it's not satisfactory.
So we're back to the drawing board on that.
Well, no, we're back to working with a different company right now.
But trying to figure out everything of it.
So that's been a work in progress, but believe it or not, we will have some dog merch as well. But the last thing we're going to do is just order something in and tell y'all to go order it just to make a few bucks here and it not be a good product. We're not going to do that at all. If it's something we don't want or we don't like, we're absolutely not going to allow it to be sold. So like I said, it's been kind of a frustrating experience with the merchandise stuff. People need to get their act together out there. I hate when you order something and it ain't like it's supposed to be. I'll get off my soapbox on that. So, okay, Christy, you bought the Tractive brand. Awesome, because that's the brand that I bought as well. I was looking at the Fi or Fi, whatever it's called, and it only works with one cellular carrier, whereas the Tractive works with all carriers. That's what I love. So no matter if I've got the dog off somewhere else and there happens to be an AT&T or Verizon tower there, it picks up and works on all of them. Everything looked awesome other than it said the little holders that hold the collar in actually breaks. A lot of people mentioned about just zip tying it on, so I want to be careful with that. Okay, let's see what else we got here. I need to scroll down. Okay, let's see what else we got. So Tiffany, what's your favorite dinner to cook and dessert?
Well, we're not big dessert eaters. Andrew used to make pear cobbler, which was really good. So
And a peach cobbler.
he was really good at making the desserts. Do I make a good dessert? I'm trying to think.
We don't really make desserts.
Yeah.
I'm sure you would if you really made one.
But one of my favorite meals to cook is like chicken marsala or, gosh, I mean, we have so many favorites. Chicken parmesan is one of Andrew's favorite meals that we make all the time. So, yeah, we can go on about all those.
Yes, we can. We love our food. We absolutely love our food. Oh, let's see what's got here. Andrew, your flagpole probably have to be 10 to 12 feet in the ground. That's what I'm afraid of. Otherwise, it may snap over. It's probably going to be concreted. So we'll see what all we got to do there. So have I tried bunker branding for merch? I have not. It's my understanding that they cover much larger YouTube channels than ours. Yeah, I think you have to apply, be accepted, and I think they really work with the really large people because they do a lot of stuff in bulk. So I don't think that's even an option for us right now until we get much larger. All right, so Pat says, check with DJ at Orange Family Homestead. Actually, I have talked with Daniel quite a bit, and he's the one that's given me some suggestions on some of the stuff that we have already used in the past. To do a setup like they're currently doing, we're still just not large enough. And what they actually do is order a lot of their stuff in, and then they'll personally get it packaged and shipped out. We don't have a space set up for that. That requires a huge investment up front. There's a lot of benefits to doing that. That may be something we can get into down the road, but right now we have to use companies that drop ship. So basically, we design the stuff, it's on a print website, you go pick it out, it goes to a drop ship company, and they send it straight to you. Because if we order stuff in right now, I don't really have a shipping account, so it would literally cost me $16 to mail you a shirt. I'd have to charge so much for the shirt to make $2 or $3. Then I got to drive all the way into town to ship it. Before you know it, you're losing money and you've got overpriced merchandise, if you know what I mean. So you kind of got to really get to moving some stuff to get those shipping accounts and to order in, well, thousands of dollars worth of merchandise. Plus, you got to have somewhere to store it. We're just not ready for that right now. Hopefully down the road the channel gets big enough that we will do that. Even if we got to build a little shed or another little shop that's just for merchandise, that would be awesome. And we can get into that. So, David, thank you very much. He says this is for Ruger, so we're just going to say for dog fun right there. Thank you so much for a very generous donation. We truly do appreciate you. And right behind is Kathy. She says $20 apparently for whatever. We're going to put it in the dog fund.
All
So,
right,
thank you very much. Without a doubt, the dog's going to bleed me dry, so thank y'all. And she is too, because she keeps telling me everything I need to buy for the new puppy. Let's see what else we got here. So yes, we do need to answer what's for dinner. It has been quite a while.
Yes, so we are doing a burrito, I almost said taco, pizza. So if you've ever had like the taco from the Mexican restaurant where they press it with the cheese and the stewed meat in it, we're going to do it on a pizza. So I'm really excited about it.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I like pizza. I like Mexican food. Sounds
Speaking
great.
of that, it's getting a little dark out there, so I may
Oh wow, it is
go
getting
ahead
really, really dark.
and get stuff going here.
Okay, so she's going to go outside, fire up the Blackstone, and I'll answer a few more questions, then we'll go out there and do some cooking. And I do want to go ahead and forewarn everybody that's just jumped on recently, we have to, excuse me, I got to clear my throat. We have to run fans out there. The Blackstone's hot, and as I showed y'all in the last kitchen video, hopefully y'all watched, all the heat does come up around the Blackstone, knew that was going to happen, and it gets the metal and stuff so hot, I'm still not sure if it'll bubble the paint. So we run the fans for us and to keep the bar area cooled off, and I'm sure that's going to mess with the audio some. So y'all let us know if you just absolutely can't hear us, but we are going to have to run that, and you probably are going to have to hear that buzz for a little bit. But we are going to work on getting a better camera and a real microphone with wind socks and all, or either portable mics. I just can't do that with a phone. We'll get some better audio set up because we plan on, well, pretty much always being out there doing live streams around the outdoor kitchen area. All right, so let's scroll on down here, catch a few more. So thank you very much, Mr. Gray, for an extremely generous donation there. Truly do appreciate you. Mr. Gray is very, very very kind. We always chat on our Patreon. He's a Patreon member over there. Always so generous on our live streams. Can't thank you enough, sir. Truly do appreciate you. So Brandon wants to know, when does deer season come in here? And are we going to get any deer hunts on the outdoor channel? You will on our other channel, our outdoor channel, if I can make it happen, and I need to because the freezer's getting low. And it comes in, believe it or not, in 12 days. 12 days. I don't even have a food plot planted. That was something I was going to try to get done this week. Oh, where did the year go, y'all? There's just not enough time. But yep, it's coming up really quick. It's going to be hot and buggy. That's just the way it is here. So very quick, right around the corner. Reading a few more comments. So Captain Stanley wants to know, Tiffany and Andrew, which movie, Star Wars or Star Trek? Well, I'll go ahead and tell you, Tiffany, neither. She ain't into them at all. I'm not too much into sci-fi myself. I never got into Star Trek. Never got into Star Trek. I like Star Wars, but the original. The new stuff got so animated, I just couldn't hardly follow it. But the original Star Wars, yeah, I watched them as a kid, loved them. Who the heck didn't? So that would be my choice right there. Oh, let's see here. Please. Oh, I know, Linda. And I've got it on my list from last week. I forgot to do it. Please add Tiffany's Blackstone cooking tools to your Amazon cart. I'm really dragging on that. It's still on there from last week, and I got to add that old filter wrench. Ain't no excuse. I just forgot to get on there and do that. I will do that. So Miss Elizabeth says, haven't seen Mr. Doug in a while. Hope all is well. Me and Mr. Doug, actually he left a comment. We chatted this morning, so I think he's doing quite well. I think he's extremely busy with his job. You know, he got a promotion a while back, and I think he's got a lot of responsibility with it now. He's over some big line of work. I think they have new equipment being put in, and that's kind of the role I played at my last job. And when stuff like that happens, you're required to be on call 24/7, working crazy hours, being out there watching startups and all this other stuff. So I'd imagine he's got a lot of that going on. Plus, I think he does work a lot of nights, and he doesn't get, but it kind of looks like maybe one Sunday a month off. Not really sure, to be perfectly honest with you. But he's doing good. We talked this morning. So Mr. Mike, thank you very much for a generous donation there. It says flagpole fund for Ruger the puppy. So we'll add that right there. Thank y'all so very much. I cannot wait to show you our little puppy. This is going to be awesome. So let's see what else we got here. Holy moly, Mr. Uncle Tim, as we call him, even though he's not my uncle. Solar powered air conditioner for the doghouse fund. All right. We'll have to see if we can make that happen. He might just get some vents and a breeze. You know, he is a outside dog after all. But man, thank you so very much. That's an extremely generous donation there. Wow. So we can't thank you enough for that. Actually, that's going to cover the majority of his kennel right there with the size that I'm looking at. So awesome. Thank you so much for that. Let's see here. So Kim says she just got back from her walk in the woods. Finally, it's not raining every evening. That's kind of been our experience here lately, weeks and weeks and weeks. Actually, we had flash flooding. Oh, she's knocking on the window. We had flash flooding in our county 2 days ago, and our local rivers just went from low in the banks to now flooded outside the banks. We've had some crazy, crazy rain. Actually, one of our friends' daughter went running through water, I guess in a flooded road during that flash flood a few days ago, and it blew the engine in the car. It actually wound up pulling water into the engine. So, woo, we've been getting some crazy stuff going on here. Oh, let's see here. Cash wants to know if he can stay in the doghouse now that Uncle Tim's been so generous, and apparently it's getting AC. Sure, you can curl up with Ruger in there, Cash. Let's see over here. So, Kevin says, Lowe's, he's seen a Blackstone came out with their own shove. Oh, I bet you mean shovel, like the one that we use to scoop up our food. He said, not as big as yours. Speaking of, too, if anybody's looking for a Blackstone right now, and there may be even more on sale for Labor Day, Tractor Supply has the 36-inch like ours, going for $349 right now. They have been well over $400 for months. Which is outrageous in my mind, but $349 if anybody's looking for one, because people are always asking us about our 36-inch Blackstone. Let's see here. So Zoe wants to know if I kept my promise to go fishing. That's a very good question, Eric. Okay, Tiffany's knocking on the window. We're going to head out there. I will answer that question. Bear with me. All right, and for those of y'all that are new, what we're about to do is go outside and do a little cooking. And I will keep answering your questions. So, Zoe, I did not go fishing this last week. We'll turn this back around. Because Tiffany wound up having a day off, and instead of fishing, we decided to go crabbing. So I kind of kept my promise. We did go out. We did go on the water. We did do something fun. I just converted it from fishing to crabbing. So that means as soon as I can get that video edited, there's going to be another outdoor channel video of us doing crabbing. So, yeah, I kind of kept it, I guess. All right, y'all, here is the kitchen. Hopefully these fans don't get too terribly loud. Y'all let me know if you would, please. Well, that's nice. We got a working refrigerator.
Got my cheese in there.
Cheese. Working Blackstone. And y'all can see I've decided to just put a little fan right there, and it blows right down the backside of this Blackstone. This is actually cool to the touch right now. These fans make a world of difference. But y'all please let me know if it's too loud. Huh?
You see Bullet?
Yeah, he's right over on the side of the porch looking. And you're probably going to have to talk up a little, Miss Tiffany, with the fans. So Sharon says our dog's going to be so spoiled. I 100% agree. I think that's exactly what's going to happen.
Look, I already got this space so crowded.
Yeah, look, we're already junked it up out here. This is exactly what you do with the kitchen.
All right, so again, we are doing burrito pizza, and it's just a Mexican style dish that we're just gonna put a twist on it and make a pizza. So what I did here is I took probably about a 3-pound roast, and I put it in the Instapot for about 50 minutes, and I used like a carne asada seasoning, and then lots of smoked paprika, garlic, onions.
Yum.
And this meat is just shredded, ready to go on the pizza.
This is where I really... So everybody loves Tiffany's Blackstone cooking, but I really want her to show some of her Instapot cooking. Y'all talk about like some quick, easy stuff when you get home from work, and she makes some amazing meals in this Instapot. I mean, you said a 3-pound roast, and how long did you have to pressure cook it for?
Well, I did it for 50 minutes.
50 minutes, so, and it shreds. I mean, my goodness, you ain't cooking a 3-pound roast with nothing else that quick. All right, so everybody says they can hardly hear the fans. That is awesome.
Good.
And I don't want to jinx it, but I'm not seeing love bugs all over everything. We see a bunch of dead ones all on the porch. We might be good.
All right, get my meat out of here so I can use the juice for tortillas.
Uncle Tim says I did a fantastic job. By the way, you had done went out. Uncle Tim just made an extremely generous donation.
Oh, wow, Uncle Tim, thank you so much.
Yep, he said it's got to be for air conditioning and doghouse though.
Oh, yeah. You like that?
Yeah. Everybody says they do want to see some Instapot recipes.
Right. It smells so good.
It does smell so good. We might get the bears up here any minute as good as this smells. Uncle Tim says they bought Instapot and have never taken it out of the box.
Oh my gosh.
They don't. Y'all don't know what you're missing. I'm telling y'all, some of the best rice. It's probably the best rice cooker there is. Some of the best mashed potatoes you've ever had. Oh my! And you talking about a roast with mashed potatoes and gravy and everything else? Oh my goodness, y'all!
We're doing like a whole slab of ribs.
Yes, y'all don't know what you're missing. Pork loins. You can break down everything in those pressure cookers right there.
Lots of meat here. We might have some for lunch tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Kathy, for your very kind words. We appreciate having you along. There's Bullet already in the new kitchen looking for some crumbs. You can eat all the love bugs you want, buddy. The black mat definitely makes the kitchen look better. So, a lot of y'all haven't really seen that other than a picture. That is a rubber mat with grooves in it. So, it's good on your feet, good on your back. But most importantly, if you get spills on it, the grooves run it one direction or other. It doesn't allow it to go underneath your cabinets. That's something I'm going to have to deal with a lot.
Oh yeah, the
humidity.
condensation, yeah.
Yep.
All right, so these are my restaurant-style tortillas. They are really, really hard to find. Walmart in my town sells these.
What does restaurant style mean?
They're just the big, big burrito style. I mean, I've even seen the burrito ones. They weren't quite as big, but most of the time they will say burrito, but they're just extra big.
Yep. So, Mav, you bring up a good point. You said, how about a computer fan that blends in? I was actually talking about that earlier and going to get a computer fan that I can put over there, plug in, and keep in a drawer. I am working on that, so you nailed it.
All
and
right,
look what we got
so,
here.
This is from Chris.
So this, our buddy Chris that loves the cheese, dropped this in the mail.
Today.
And he's not on tonight. Maybe he'll watch it back.
You better watch it back.
So,
To send him a picture.
thanks Chris for her super cheesy apron. And
Cheesy apron.
that thing's so cheesy. Golly, Chris. Oh, goodness. Let's see what else we got here. So, LS said he just put 15 bean soup in his Instapot. That does sound pretty good.
Oil my Blackstone here. Alright, so I'm going to put a little avocado oil on here.
Do it to it.
And I have this on low because I do not want to burn my tortillas.
Mm-hmm.
But I probably need to put it up a little bit because we're going to put all that yummy juice on it. Yeah.
So Pest Hunter says, I need to do a squirrel recipe in an Instapot. Well, actually, I'm kind of old school. I've got a manual pressure cooker that you do over, flames. That's just what I'm used to cooking on. And if you look on our outdoor channel, I actually have several squirrel recipes. I know that's probably making some of y'all cringe, but hey, I don't mean to float my own boat. I can cook squirrel halfway decent, and a pressure cooker makes it taste really good.
Amazing.
Oh, so Kyle, man, you're sharp. Hang on, we'll show this, and then I'll show, y'all don't miss nothing. He's already talking about what's that little white thing on the window over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
All right, so I'm just dunking my tortilla in this sauce. Gives it a yummy flavor.
Don't you drip that on that brand new counter I just built you. Listen to that sizzle.
Mm-hmm.
Holy moly, that seasoning just burnt my eyes.
Did it?
Yes. All right, so what Kyle noticed right here, check this out, y'all. We talked about this a while back about since we're using our window and we built this as a pass-through so we can just put food right out. Love that idea, by the way, but how do you get the window open? I found this on Amazon. This twist locks. It's a suction cup. And check this out. Ta-da! Now we have a handle to lift the window up, seal it, keep the bugs out. We can holler in the house, hey, bring me food, bring me that. So that worked out great. A little $10 or $12 handle. I don't remember how much it was. So Randy, the black mat is 1/8 of an inch thick. I had bought a 1/4 inch one, and turns out it wasn't the right size. I just wasn't paying attention. But I'm actually glad I went with an 1/8 inch now. If you count the ridges, this actually is a 1/4 inch because it still leaves just enough of a gap underneath my cabinets all the way around that airflow goes underneath. We got a pile of rain just the other day, and I had to try that out. So if you fire up this fan right here, it blows in there, and I can actually feel air coming out on this side. So I'm glad I went with that thickness mat right there. Keeps underneath the cabinets nice and dry. Should keep them from getting all nasty on us. Shauna says she can't wait to see what all you cook out here. You and me both, Shauna. I love to eat. So Sharon wants to know if you ever use an electric hand mixer to shred meat.
Yes, I actually purchased one recently. It's a little small one. I have not tried it yet, but I'm sure I will soon.
I should have known you got one. I thought that's the thing that's got the little blade on the end that you put in there.
Yep.
All
right, look at that.
That does look good.
All right, so I had a little cheese mishap earlier.
She did. We've been having horrible luck with cheese.
Shredding some cheese, and I noticed mold on it. So I had to get out some cheese slices.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all have been experiencing that. We've had that happen several times here lately. Our refrigerator runs excellent temperature. I keep thermometers on that. We'll buy cheese straight from the store that don't expire for months, and what do you know? It's bad.
Yeah.
In a sealed container. We've been having horrible luck with cheese. And I don't even really think it matters if we buy it from Walmart or any store. We've just had bad luck. And we bring it straight home.
Use this, but I also have mozzarella for the top and the very top of it.
That's a heck of a lot of cheese.
It's a pizza.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. I don't know why I keep thinking you're about to roll this up and make a burrito. I forgot we are doing a pizza. So Jay, I'm going to call you because I don't know your name. J297. He says you did an awesome job in building the kitchen and house for that matter. Love the channel. Good luck for continued success. Thank you very much. We truly do appreciate you watching and supporting us. Thanks for the kind comments.
He did an awesome job on this kitchen. I'm super excited about it. And can't wait to enjoy lots of evenings out here.
Me too.
Yeah.
Cash says use lard for heating up tortillas. I guess maybe that browns it up, and I don't know. Cash would know though. All the cooking he does. So Crystal says we might want to add a baby gate for the new puppy. Yeah, you're right. I can see that new puppy getting all up in there. Now with that said, there ain't much I foresee the puppy chewing in here, but I can see it trying to chew on that rubber mat. That may be a problem. We're gonna have to watch all that. Hey look, more cheese, Chris, that's not on. We went to a wedding. He should have been on here. Heck with that wedding, Chris. I'm just joking.
Alright, so we are going to move this over just for a minute so I can get the top going.
There's our pizza peel, thanks to Miss Lee. Alright. Amy says she really needs an Instant Pot. You do, I'm telling y'all, y'all missing out with Instant Pots.
I recommend everyone get one.
Hey, you got my new counter dirty.
Oh, sorry.
Let's see what else we got here. Shane said squirrel's delicious except for that number 8 shot. That's why I use a 22, Shane. I do not like biting into shot. Cash says make squirrel and gravy biscuits. That sounds good. Actually, squirrel and gravy is one of my favorite meals. I must be way behind on comments. I better skip ahead. Oh, Joe's Crayon's making my favorite. He says he's making a big dinner. Chicken parm with Texas toast and spaghetti. I love chicken parm, Joe. That's probably one of my favorite meals on the planet. So Dan wants to know how Tiffany likes the kitchen. I think I can answer for her. I think she likes it.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it, love it.
Paul says leave the cheese off of his, please. Oh, no, Paul. You're sorry. You're not welcome to eat over here. You got to like cheese. That's just all there is to it. Let's see what else we got here. So LS says he is also having much worse mold problems on cheese this summer. Never had problems like this before.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what the heck's going on, man.
Yeah.
It don't matter if it's packaged cheese, block cheese. It must be in the way it's getting transported or handled at the stores. I don't know what's going
It's
on.
going to make me want to buy extra cheese because it kind of messed up my recipe tonight.
Well,
But I'm sure it'll still be good.
yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be just fine.
Looks good. I'm going to get the top extra crunchy.
Let's do it to it. So Robert asked a question, and it's a very good question. Is there a height difference between the Blackstone now and when it come off their stand? Yes, several inches higher. This is about as high as I would build it for safety reasons, so your arms don't wind up getting burnt on the edge. The reason that had to happen is because we wanted storage underneath. This was the smallest double drawer set right there, or double door and drawer set, excuse me, I could get. And that's as low as I could build it down to kind of fit everything the way that we wanted. We definitely wanted some drawers right there underneath it. So that did require that this is up a little higher than we would like. We also built the countertop slightly higher than standard as well as the bar top. Everything's kind of oversized and high. Oh yeah. Looking good. Let's see what else we got here. So Sharon wants to know, is that one giant tortilla, is that just for me? Actually, yeah, it can be. No, I guarantee what we'll do is we'll have one of these tonight, which is already a heck of a lot of meal, and then we got another one for tomorrow. It is a pizza. That's a lot of food, though. Let's see what else we got here. So, Cash, you're in trouble. Mr. Jimmy wants to know why he never got his cow camp seasoning. Get him. Get on to him. He always promotes and talks about it, and he didn't hook you up. So, Mav says, it's not your counter anymore. You're right. I keep talking about my kitchen. Well, I built it.
I got two kitchens.
She does have 2 kitchens. Kitchen that she'll never use anymore, and kitchen that she'll use all the time now. This is definitely going to be the better kitchen.
Alright, we are about to wrap this one up.
So how is the edge profile temperature by the Blackstone? It's definitely warm on this side. You can see I can hold my hand there, but all that's kind of hot, but not to the point I think it would bubble the paint. I mean, I shouldn't be able to hold my hand on it, touch it like that, but that's because the fans are purposely blowing all the heat that way. Now back here, for example, the reason we're running the fans, actually that's cool. I can leave my hand there all night long. Plus, the way we're running the fans too, everybody was concerned once we build bar stools here that you're going to be blowing smoke and heat in your guest's face. That's not true at all. The way these fans are running, I feel just warm air out here, not even uncomfortable at all, and there's nothing over here. This is actually cool air. And on the other side, I'm not going to go over there by Tiffany, but that edge over there is 100% cool. I'm telling you it is. Oh, I didn't know you was capping them like that. I guess that works too. So over here, nothing at all. I can feel a little bit of heat coming out of there, but I could keep my hand here all day long. And again, it's because we got fans properly set up and pushing the air.
All right, some more cheese.
Oh my goodness, more cheese.
Yes, gotta top the pizza with cheese.
Well, here we go. I feel like we need to have some kind of sauce on there.
Well, we will have the dipping sauce of the Berea seasoning.
Yeah. So Krista wants to know, can she request some chicken fried steak?
Chicken fried steak.
I love country fried steaks, what we call it down here. I don't know, have you made it? I know you've made regular steak.
I think I have.
I think I've made chicken fried steak too. Where you going, little man?
But I can make it again.
Oh, he's over there eating. So yeah, we'll see if we can pull that off for you, Krista.
Absolutely, whatever Kristen wants.
All right. So Kyle says, been watching us for a while and he's dreaming through us. So you're living vicariously through us. Hey, that's what YouTube's for. So hopefully y'all get your dreams going before long as well. Uncle Tim says, it's very obvious you love your kitchen.
Thank you.
And she loves her husband who built her that kitchen, right?
I do.
Hey, you could pour it a little bit on top of some sauce. I'd be okay with that.
Gotta give it a little steam.
Marlene says, yep, the cheese they've been getting from Walmart specifically says it's good, but very dry when open and molds fast.
Okay.
Been happening all summer long.
I'm kind of limited to stores around me. So
Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of stores here.
I'll just try to get it elsewhere.
So Simon wants to know if the new grease catch is working good. To be perfectly honest with you, other than cleaning this today, it hasn't been used. But I can tell you our old one, it didn't fill up much at all as far as grease goes. We could cook a ton of times before we had to dump it. What the grease trap gets in it more than anything is the scrapings just like this. But I think that's going to work great. Nothing should shoot over it, having that little lip back there. And I could always build a bigger one if I find out that doesn't work well, but I think it's going to be good. So Steve says he went to a family reunion in our neck of the woods and he brought tons of love bugs back to Birmingham. Good, because they're not as bad out here tonight, so I'm glad you took some love bugs back with you.
Thank you.
All right, y'all, I'm way behind on comments. I'm going to skip forward just a little and catch a few. Oh, okay. So 36-inch 4-burner Blackstone, somebody says, on sale right now at $297 at Walmart.
Wow.
Man, I know I almost feel like we ought to pick one up and go put up in the attic or something, so we've always got a spare for here. But I've left this big enough that if somebody ever comes out with a 40-inch version, we're probably going to pick it up. Looks like the Big Mac of pizzas, they say. I think it's going to be a good one. So Shane says that outdoor kitchen is fantastic, but he misses the gray outlet covers.
Do you really?
I don't know. He's got a ha at the end, so he may not. No, I bet he doesn't. I bet he's happy these are black too.
This is getting hot.
All right, so Rodney says it does get a little noisy when I put the phone in the path of the fan. So I'll try filming from over here. Maybe this won't let it be too terribly loud.
Alright, so I'm trying not to burn my bottom, so I'm going to go ahead and take it off, even though the cheese is...
You got to talk toward me, baby.
Oh, sorry. I said I'm going to go ahead and take it off, because I don't want to burn my bottom.
Yeah, I don't want you to burn the bottom either.
Alright, I'll go over.
Yeah, don't worry about getting the top too terribly brown. This is where a broiler out here would be awesome. So Jody wants to know how the, says he loves everything, and how are the outdoor security cameras going? They're doing awesome. Sorry, I know I keep messing with the focus here. Haven't had a single issue. We've got them run everywhere, out at the chicken coop, at the barn, in the house. I've had 0 issues with those cameras. They have been working excellent.
All right, it's done.
Wait a minute, you ain't gonna, you got enough to make another one? I know, maybe not right now. I guess we're gonna eat, but we can whip up another a little later, huh?
All right, so here is my burrito pizza.
Just need to melt the cheese a little more, but there's no point in burning the bottom. But look at this, y'all. Just look at it. Oh my goodness, that's the good part. I cannot wait. And then you can dip it in that right there. Oh, it is so good. So Mr. Donald wants to know, can I move the Blackstone to clean the grease trap? Absolutely. Actually, you don't even move the Blackstone. What I do is just pick the top up. See the 2 feet right here? Move the feet to about right here, and then the grease trap comes right out. I mean, it's literally, I can do it in a few seconds. All right. Whoa, Ed says now the Blackstones are $2.80 on Amazon. Awesome. I'm so glad prices are dropping, because they were $4.50, which was crazy. Hey, what you want?
Looking for some droppings.
Yeah, he's like, hey man, I'll eat.
All right, so we're about to enjoy our pizza.
Okay, so let's flip this around. Awesome. So this is going to be new. We'll let y'all know how it goes. And if you're on mobile, we always post to our community tabs after the live streams are over, and I'll let you know how it tastes, which honestly, everything's always good. I mean, you can see by how overweight I am. I love your cooking. Thank you so much for cooking and doing this. I'm so happy the bugs didn't ruin our night. Thank y'all for all the positive feedback, the kind comments, the generous donations, just watching and supporting us. We truly do appreciate all y'all. So toward the end of the week, we'll get another wrapping up the outdoor kitchen video out with the cost and some fun stuff that you haven't seen yet. And it's going to be a little spotty on videos this week. Just warning y'all, got a lot going on, and it's short holiday week. Speaking of that, enjoy your holiday weekend. Hopefully you're off tomorrow, and we'll catch y'all in the next video. Good night. God bless. Y'all take care. See ya.